Well, good morning, families, or I should say parents, because this video, it's for you. This one's not for the children. I thought this would just be a different way of sending out our weekly newsletter, um, kind of like in the good old days when I was in school and the teachers would come to your home for a visit. So let's just pretend I'm coming to your home for a visit, and we're just going to sit and chat about some things pertaining to children. Um, But today we'll talk more about something that pertains to you, and that's what we would call maintaining your composure. We made it through week one of this COVID-19 scare. Um, I'm not going to lie, it was a little rough for me, not seeing the little ones, not being on the schedule. I baked so many things this past week, and my sister and I were going to take my mom some things on the 20th, and I just happened to look at the date, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to make it. But I'm feeling better about it today. So we'll get back to our topic. Enough about me maintaining composure. And the reason I want to speak with you about that is because this is our second week of being home and being in learning new routines and structures for our families, for our lives, even for work. So maintaining our composure is going to play a key role in how well we handle and deal with this stressful and new situation. So, the first thing I would like to express to you is that you are in control of how you respond to a situation. We have a choice. We can rant and rave and scream and kick, or we can look at the situation through another lens and try to come up with an appropriate response to situations so that we don't hurt anyone's feelings and that we don't cause any stress for someone else. Um, your children are probably in a little distress right now because they're so out of routine. I know you did some routine developing last week, but this is still new and different for them. So, how you respond to their behavior is going to be a big player in how well your family goes through this. So, uh, to help you circumvent stepping outside of composure, I've got a couple of suggestions for you. Um, the first thing is if your child is displaying behavior that is not typical for them and you're not sure of what to do with it or how to handle it, seek some advice from your family, your friends. Ask them how did they handle this situation. Um, there's so much out there on the internet about childhood behaviors, especially during stressful situations. So you could find some advice there. You can even reach out to me and see if I have some advice for you. I am a mom. My son is well, actually, my one of my children is older than some of you. My oldest son is 40 years old, or will be in November. So I've got a little experience. I have four children and two grandchildren, and one on the way. Um, and in regards to your children, have clear and appropriate expectations for them. Don't expect that your 4 year old is going to be able to look at a situation with the same lens as your 12-year-old, as your 12-year-old might be able to. So have clear expectations, know what is appropriate for your child's age, and let those expectations guide your your definition of what you're looking for them. Make sure they understand exactly what it is that you need. Speaking of clear expectations, I have a little funny story for you. My granddaughter is 3. She just turned 3 on March 15th. At about, I guess, 18 months, she's a very bright little girl. And I don't say that just because she's my granddaughter, but she really is. The things that she does and the things that she says are sometimes on the same level as the children in my pre-K classroom. But then she is 3, just turned 3. So there are some behaviors and things that she says that are strictly appropriate for her age. So 18 months, 2.5, she's all into cleaning her room and, singing the cleanup song. They didn't have to worry about her cleaning up. Well, Aria has discovered that she don't have to clean up. She can say no. And she can go in there and just put things wherever she wants to. And because she took it upon herself to learn so fast, the cleanup song and how to put her things away, uh, my son is stressed because she's not doing that now. I called him, I think it was Saturday. Now, mind you, they've all been home together for a week, pretty much like you have. And he is doing this, rubbing his forehead and nodding his forehead. And he is just so uncomposed. What's the problem? Arya won't clean up her room. I told her to go in there and clean up her room, and her room is not clean. I said, why don't you go in there and help her clean up her room? I said, that would be the appropriate thing to do. Mom, she's been cleaning up her room forever and ever. She knows how to do it. I said, yeah, but she's different now. She's not like she used to be. So he goes in there to see how she's doing. Arya has taken, the room is not clean. But what she did was she says, why is this pillow on the floor? She took toys and stuffed them under the pillow because she was cleaning her room. So have clear expectations. That's why I tell you that little story, just to say, have clear expectations of your child and then give them some clear definitions of what you want from them within those expectations. What else do I have here? Be flexible. Show some grace. We're all going to need it right now. Um, I am making face masks for firefighters and for my family should we get to the point where we need them. So my grandson wants a red or blue one, and Aria wants a pink one because pink is her favorite color. So I make the mask and I show her the pink one, and she goes, is that pink? I said, yeah. She goes, oh, that's not my favorite color anymore. And I was not composed. I said, oh, pink will be your favorite color today because you're going to wear this mask. So I say all of that to say any little thing right now can take us out of our area of comfort. It can challenge how we respond to situations. It can make us say things that are maybe not kind or commit an action that's not kind. So be aware of your personal feelings, be aware of how you are going to respond to a situation. Remember to take those belly breaths that we talked about last year. When you can take a breath before you respond, you can set yourself up to make an appropriate response instead of just flying off the handle and saying something that might cause some distress for your family members. And mom and dad, you've got to take a moment for yourselves. I know our first priority are our children, but you've got to take some time to invest in your own self-care, whether that is reading a book, watching a movie, just vegetating in front of the television for a little bit, to do something to keep you calm. For me, it has been baking this week. Last week. This week, I'm going to try a couple of new gardening techniques that don't require a lot, but I love gardening, so to give me a chance to release some pent up stress by doing some gardening. And while you're showing everyone else some grace and mercy, show yourself some. Because as Becky Bailey says, sometimes you're going to get off the sidewalk. I know I got off the sidewalk with Aria when I responded with, oh, you're going to wear this pink mask. You're going to like pink today. When I could have just said, okay, that's fine that pink is no longer your favorite color, but I made your pink mask. So you can wear this mask or you can wait. When I'm done with everyone else's, I can make you a different one. It's all in the perspective. How do we want the person to feel on the other end of what we say? And how do we want to feel on the other end of what we say? So that's our time together today. If you want to share this, if you have friends that might benefit from it, please feel free. I've got some of my, I used to do home daycare. I did it for 13, 14 years. So some of my babies from back then that have their own babies now, they're watching this and sharing the books with their children. And it's just amazing how this whole COVID-19 is creating so much positivity in our lives as it's challenging us to think outside of the box and to do things differently. So I wish you well. I hope you have a great week with your children this week. And I am going to go now and record their story for the day. Have an awesome day. Bye bye.